Welcome to your seated yoga class. My name is Maria. I will be guiding you through this short seated yoga class. This might seem easy, but being in a seated position might not be easy for everyone, so we'll try our best. We'll use any modifications. Feel free to bring any props that you know might help you. We won't need any. I won't be cueing with a lot of props, but if you do feel as though you need any just to stay in this seated position, feel free to bring a pillow or a block that you can sit on for the edge of your seat, or you can roll up a mat and sit on the edge of that to help you grab a little bit more length and space. But we'll begin in a seated position, cross-legged or one foot in front of the other, whatever feels best for you here. And this is also something that you might be able to do in a chair if you just want to do some chair yoga. A lot of the movements are just going to be on our sitting bones. Bring your hands onto your knees and we'll start off with some seated cat-cows. So as you inhale, drag your hands back towards your upper thighs, lift the chest, draw the elbows back towards one another as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, slide the hands back up towards the front, tuck your chin, and round through the upper back, through the upper neck. On your next inhale, pull your arms back up, lift your gaze, maybe this time as you open up through the chest, maybe open up through the throat a little bit. And exhale to tuck your chin into your chest and round through for cat pose. Inhale, arms and hands back up towards the back of your thighs. Lift the chest, elbows back towards one another. And exhale to round through, rounding through mostly just the upper back here. Inhale back up, arms, hands back up to thighs. Lift the chest. And exhale, cat pose, round through, chin to chest. Return to neutral, bring your hands just back down onto anywhere on your thighs. From here, we're going to bring our hands and our fingertips to our shoulder blades, our shoulder tips. Lift your elbows to be in line with your shoulders, and we'll start to make some gentle shoulder circles here. Moving big or as wide as you want to, but the wider you go, move a little slower. Trying to move with your breath here. So inhaling maybe as you go up and exhaling as you come down. If you're making big circles, if you're making smaller ones, maybe finding your own breath cycle. Maybe moving 3 circles for an inhale and 3 for an exhale. And then reverse the circle direction, go the opposite way. Breathing deeply here, big breaths in, slow, controlled breaths out. And when you're ready, you can release your arms and your hands back down to the ground. Extend both legs straight out in front of you. Dig your heels into the mat, into the ground. Bend your knees here very generously. Flex the toes back. Push the heels forward towards the front of the room, front wall. Lift your torso up, lift the crown of the head up, inhale, and then exhale to slowly and gently fold at your hips, fold forward, making sure not to round in the back. As soon as you start to round, maybe just come out of it a little bit. And then just move your feet around here to find whatever stretch feels good. Finding a gentle stretch through the back of the hamstrings while keeping straight through the back. Big, deep breaths into the belly to help lift you up. On your next exhale, start to round through the upper back and relax your chin to your chest for just a moment. And then inhale to roll back up, walk your fingertips back up to your hips. And then bend your left knee in to come in towards your hips. It can be either right next to your right knee or wherever it falls, wherever feels good. Your right leg is pressed into the ground. Right toes flex back. Inhale, we'll lift the arms up above overhead, and exhale to just turn the torso to the left side of the room as far as you can go, and then drop your arms wherever they are. Keeping stable, keeping strong through that right leg pressing into the mat. From here, option to grab on and hug your left knee with both hands, with one hand, or option to just come into this gentle twist here. If you're looking for a little bit more, bring your right elbow, your right tricep, to the outside of that left knee to help you maybe twist a little deeper. But prioritizing length in the spine, so if you start to round, come out of it a little bit. A couple more breaths here in this twist. And then release. Cross that left leg over the right thigh, over the right leg, and then bend your right leg, bringing that heel back in towards your thighs. You can stay here, or from here, move that left thigh closer to your hip, coming into this cow face pose. Inhale to reach the crown of the head up towards the sky, and exhale to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Your arms or your hands can be anywhere, either on the mat, on your hands. Finding a gentle stretch, maybe through the left outer hip. Option to walk your fingertips forward just a little bit to get deeper into the stretch. Big inhale and exhale. Start to release, straighten out, lift the left hip, straighten out through that right leg, and then bring the left leg back over onto the left side of the mat. Extend that left leg straight out this time, and then pull the right knee in, the right heel in towards your torso, towards your groin. Plant the right foot, the right sole of the foot left next to that left knee. Flex the left toes back and press into the mat. Option to bring a little bend in the knee here if you find yourself rounding in the low back. And again, feel free to use anything like the mat to help you sit up on your sits bones here. Inhale, lift the arms up above overhead, and exhale to slowly and gently twist over to your right side, and then drop your hands wherever they fall. Option to hug your right knee here with your left arm and your right arm, or if you're looking for a little bit more, bring the left elbow to the outside of that right knee to twist a little deeper. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up to the sky, and exhale to maybe twist a little deeper. Bring that right knee in towards your inner body, pulling both thighs towards one another. And then inhale back up to center and release. Cross that right leg over the left thigh, and then bend your left knee and bring that left heel in towards your inner thigh, inner hip. From here, bring that right heel towards your left hip a little bit more, and try to stack your knees on top of each other. You can stay here if that's where you're at, or come out of it a little bit, but coming into cow facing pose on the other side. Straight line from your knee to your ankle, so try not to bend through too much through those ankles. Finding a gentle stretch maybe through the outside of that right hip or that right leg. Option to walk your hands forward just a little bit to find a deeper stretch. When you're ready, come back out. Lift that right hip just a little bit, untuck that left foot and straighten out that left leg, and then bring that right leg, that right sole of the foot back over to the right side. Straighten out that right leg as well. And from here, you have the option to come into a Shavasana and finish off the rest of the yoga flow, or however long you want to in Shavasana. Feel free to set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes and finish off your morning yoga flow with that. I'm cutting it short here just for the sake of time, but feel free, like I said, to pair this up with anything else you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me for today's class. If you like this video, please share it with someone who you think might like it. Give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know how it goes, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again next time. From my heart to yours, sending love and light.